Okay, okay.
Hello and welcome once again to Real Talk with Tanya White. I'm your host, Tanya White, and I have a co-host this evening. She was on last week, and it's Nicole Cooper. How you doing, Nicole?
How you doing? I'm good. Ready to go and pop and
Go and
lock
pop.
with
Yes,
Enray, with Enray.
we are going to
Yes.
have fun tonight because we're going to interview Henry Miles. We had the pleasure of hearing him speak and sing yesterday at our school, and now we have the pleasure of interviewing him. Henry Miles, welcome to the show.
Thank y'all. I'm glad I'm here.
Yes.
Henry,
Thank you for being here.
Oh,
yes.
my pleasure, my pleasure.
So, Henry, we're going to have fun tonight, just like we did yesterday, okay? We might
Sounds
even
good.
do a duet on Real Talk with Tanya White, okay?
Ooh, oh,
We
ooh.
all love singing, I call myself Beyonce.
My screen just went black for a minute. That was
It sure
scary.
did. I saw
Uh,
that.
yeah, I was like, what just happened?
I think that we actually have a little bit of
Lagging. There's a lot of lagging.
right, right.
Oh. See, that must mean it's gonna be a great show.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if the lagging
So
slows down, we be good.
yeah. So Henry,
Yes.
go ahead and tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got started into music.
All right, I'm Afro Latino multiracial artist. I'm from Jeffersonville, Indiana. My Hispanic family is from Mexico. Um, and I got into music because almost everybody in my family actually does music. They either do rap, jazz, R&B, like you name it. They also play instruments. So yeah,
So you grew
Ooh.
up in music.
yes, yes. We used to have like a karaoke night. So
I think all families did that. Did you do that, Nicole?
I did. My sister and I, we did it. And we
Mhm.
also acted like we were on soap, like a soap episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's before your time, Henry. It was a TV show called Soap. Okay?
literally called soap.
Yes,
Yes.
I thought y'all
literally.
were talking about soap operas.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. It was
I
a
was like, I
TV
know about
show.
those. Telenovela, Telemundo. They
Yes.
actually have them. So
Well, it's on Tubi. You can Tubi Soap the TV show.
okay,
But Nicole and you share music background. She's from the theater background.
Right.
Um,
okay. I did theater for a little bit.
You did.
Yeah, at Clarksville. Rest in peace, Mr. B. But he was
mhm.
my actual drama teacher. He's the one who actually asked if I wanted to do zombie prom for my senior year.
Oh wow.
And I was
Wow.
nervous because I had long hair then. Like my hair was like literally down to my shoulder. And he was like, "Yeah, back in the 70s and 60s, they didn't really have that, so you're gonna have to put a hat on you." And I was like, "Okay, I got you." So, but yeah, I loved drama class for sure.
Oh, that's great. It just gives you a space where you can be inspired and like where you can just like have all this creative juices flowing. That's what I
Yes,
I felt.
yes.
Yeah.
Henry, were you the student who was always beating or singing in class?
Mostly singing. I was
Okay.
mostly singing a lot. Yes, I could any song like you couldn't say a word without like something popping up in my head, and I'm like, oh, that's a song. it's like, it's, yeah. So
Henry,
I
that's
was definitely,
me. I do
I was
that
definitely
now.
you can't go without like I'm about to sing that real quick.
Right. And I'm not even a singer. In my head, in a land called Tanya, I live in a land called Tanya Land, Henry, where all things are beautiful. Everything is Tanya, Tanya-ness. And in that world, I am Beyonce, the superstar of Tanya Land. And I
Hey,
can sing
that's
anything. I can
that
tell you.
that's how it is when you first start. Anyway, you have to feel like you have to start singing like who you were inspired by.
That's right.
So
Absolutely.
like
That's
my shower saw all the Michael Jackson faces. It's like, saw all the Chris Browns and the Usher faces.
Yes.
Uh,
So those are your inspirations. You got some good ones. Michael, Usher, Chris.
actually got a lot of
I want to
inspirations.
hear
Like
them. I want to hear some of your inspirations. That's why I
so,
was going to ask. Yes.
so literally, it's Michael Jackson, James Brown, Usher, Chris Brown. Did I already say Chris Brown? I don't think I said Chris
Uh-huh.
Brown.
Yeah.
All right, Romeo Santos, Prince Royce, Mark Anthony,
Yes.
Daddy Yankee, and then of
Ooh.
course on the rap side you got like Big Pun, you got Eminem, DMX,
Yes.
Tupac, Notorious B.I.G. of
Come
course,
on.
and then you got like of course my uncles are
Yes.
a big inspiration because they were up in a rap group up in Ohio, and then also my uncle Digga Dame Lee, who was up in
Digging
Scary
in
Movie
me.
3. He was in Scary Movie 3. Also did the soundtrack for Scary Movie 3. So he's definitely the one who inspires me a lot. Like he'll call me all the time talking about, hey, what you doing? Just want to check your pulse, stuff like that. He's really cool. He got this his own stuff called Real Fake Media, which he does podcasts on that and like is talks to people and stuff. So he's really a big inspiration to me too. So
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, this is really really exciting. Well, it makes it clear that this was just going to come from you and you were going to perform. This was like meant to be clearly.
Yeah, my grandparents and my mom definitely said like it just came naturally because like when they played music, like even when I was younger, I don't remember, but this is what they said. But when I was younger, I would like dress up like whoever's playing like on the TV and like start singing and stuff like that. So definitely like
Yeah.
Richie Valens. Yeah, so
Oh,
All right. That's all right. Listen, we're gonna get through this. So we stopped at your I heard your uncles did the soundtrack for Scary Movie.
yeah, he Digga Dame Lee, he did the soundtrack to Scary Movie 3.
So music is what's that song? Music makes you lose control.
music,
Yeah.
music.
Not that one. Not that one, but but yeah, he was a big part of it. He was also in like the rap battle scene, so yeah. He
Oh,
was the
now I'm gonna
dread
have to go back.
he was the dreadhead with the tank top on, so yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back now. What was his
Yeah.
name again?
Digga Dame Lee.
Diga Dame Lee. What a
Yeah.
name. What a name.
Hey, yeah. I thought it was his rap name, but that's his name. That's his
That's his name. That was his name.
name. Yeah.
I think we got a little frozen from our other co-host,
Right?
but it's all right. It's okay. We're
I
gonna
don't know
keep
if
it
it's
moving.
I don't know if it's me or
No, I don't think. I'm thinking maybe I'll be. So then I'll be asking the questions. Let me ask you, what in besides some of your music that you are speaking to, and what's inspired by you, what do you see out there that is the next thing, like in terms of music? And I'm not even just speaking about Latin, right? What do
Mhm.
you see is the next pulse happening right now?
I see a lot of indie. I hear a lot of indie pop that is happening. Like
Mm,
there's actually over in Cali. There's I think they're from Cali. It's a whole family called
really?
Earringers or something like that.
Mm.
But they're an indie pop Hispanic group. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, and then I started going down more, and then like there's some other artists that are literally just doing indie pop, but they are putting certain genres in, of course, so they can capture every audience. So
I
like rap's
see.
always rap since everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to do it. They're adding a lot of rap to all types of genres now.
I
So
noticed that. I
yeah, so they're
noticed
trying to
that.
just tap in with like that genre, so
Yeah.
they can have more people.
Yeah. And I see that because on some of the music awards that I'm looking at recently, I'm finding that it's like this gives, I'll say rap, and it'll say like Latino music mixed together, reggaeton music with, and
Yeah,
it'll be a little bit of rap inside of it.
yeah,
And you're seeing some of these
You got like
artists.
Daddy Yankee and Nicky Jam and yeah,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Ozuna and all them. Yes, yes.
Ah, this
But like
is exciting.
that's what I did. I actually dropped a song in the summer called "I Got You,"
Okay.
and it's with a rapper named KMP Marq. And at first, I like the song. I was gonna make it just fully bachata and stuff, but
Yeah. Okay.
uh, and I wanted him on it anyway. And
Okay.
I was like, hey, so like I got this song. I don't have like two verses for it, and I was like, I'm trying to make it not so bachata, but a bachata trap. And he was like, send it over. I got you, and everything like that. So when I was writing it, it came off. It was going to come off like not how it is at all.
Mm,
Like
mm.
I had a different vision for it, which was I'm glad I didn't go with that vision. But the song literally is like has 808s, but you can hear the like Latin sound in it too. And yeah, I definitely like the mix of different genres.
The
So
mix. We were speaking about Miss Lady. We were talking about the mixes today. Like when you go to some of the award shows, you hear a little bit of like rap, but also
mhm.
Latino music. Like it mixes in, and you have all these different artists moving together. I mean, that's well. She just went well. Okay,
She
but my
disappeared
next
again.
question was because this is moving into. So you were fortunate enough. I'm just so excited about this. You were in the Latin Music Awards, were you not?
Yes, I was.
Please
I
tell
was
us about
nervous.
that.
I did not know I was going to get up in there because, like, again, I don't know if you heard the word "no sabo kid."
Yeah. No Sabo Kid?
Yeah, so no
Ah,
sabo kid is where
okay.
you don't know a lick of Spanish. People look down on you, all that stuff. So I didn't think my album, my song,
Mm,
Berida was going to get up in there. I didn't think I was just going to be up in for the new best Latin artist. Like I didn't win anything, but what I did win was
mm.
exposure, more connections.
Yes. A
I
room full of
so I
connections.
yeah, excuse me. So but yeah, so I definitely like felt like I still won out of that. Like it wasn't even about the award.
You
I'm just happy that I got
did.
nominated. I'm just glad I got was a nominee, so like I can put that down as I was a Latin Music Award nominee, such and such. You know, like
Yes.
um,
Yes.
so like a lot of people be all like still like have to brush up on my Spanish, how I word things. Some like they know some people know what I'm saying,
Mm,
but it's like they still was like you need an accent on that, or some
mm.
people were like you're trying too hard to have an accent, so I don't even know. And that's like yesterday when I was at
The Excel
the
Center.
school, yeah, the Excel
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
I was telling them like the upside and downside is trying to fit in, and you can't, and then there's no way that you can't fit in. So so like
I
either
don't
way,
think that there is,
yeah,
and I think
either way you have to make your
it
own path.
well, this is interesting because this makes me want to ask you more about okay, so your path, you were like, hey, I didn't win an award. However, I won being with a room full of connections, a
Yes,
room full of inspiration, how to kind of like get in with have conversations with. So you said that's my win.
that
So
was the one. Yeah.
inside of your career, what do you find that one gets you moving? What do you say to yourself? For those people out there who are listening, what do you say to yourself when you're like, I don't know if I have it? You're like, I'm trying to fit in. I don't know. I'm trying to be myself. What does
Well,
that look
see,
like?
the okay, so the album "Cates para ti" was about me going to therapy anyway. Big part of me going to therapy, I always try to please others,
Mm,
and that's on the paper, of course. Like I don't have a problem at least letting people know about that either. That's the whole point of the album. So,
okay.
so like me now, like I'm not trying to fit it. Like the reason why I did the album, and
Mm,
again, like it was because of the situation I was going through then, and I was with a Salvadorian who taught me a lot. Her family taught me a lot of just not just their culture, but my culture as well. They were trying to help me. Um, Even though we ended it like that Hispanic side, is still a part of me. Like they brought that out to
Yeah.
light because I always pushed it to the side since I didn't have a dad. So like,
Mm.
um, so like since he wasn't in my life, and I started knowing like my primos, tias, and tios, I started realizing like this is a part of me as well. Like I'm not just African American or just
Right.
American. Like I
Right.
am also a Afro Latino, and so like I don't try to fit in anymore. I just try
Hmm.
to find my pocket, try to find my path. I don't want to sound like anybody else, even though a lot of people say you're trying to sound like so and so on a song. It's just like if the beat sounds different to me
If
than it
it
does to
hits,
you, I
that's
try
right.
to I try to make my voice higher, lower,
Mm.
mid. Like I just try to be use my voice as another instrument instead of just
Yeah.
forcing. And sometimes it does feel like I'm forcing my voice, I guess,
Mm.
on some parts, but I try to you know be who I want to be now. Like I
Yeah.
already went through the phase where I wanted to be like DMX, Big Pun when I was a
Right.
rapper. Be like my
Right.
uncles. I never reached to their that pinnacle, like pinnacle. How you say it?
Yeah. No,
Uh,
you're right. The
yeah,
pinnacle, that top, that
yeah,
top,
yeah.
that
Right. So
top.
I never was at their like rate in rap or hip hop, and I used to go as like I used to call myself an MC because all my uncles are MCs. So
Mm.
like when I rap, I would be like I'm an MC, whatever. Like I don't want to be called a rapper, like a trap rapper or whatever.
Mm.
Like I would want to be called an MC. And I noticed last year before I made the switch to bachata, like it just started feeling like like I got good at the very end of my rap career, but then I was like, but there's something missing. And since that happened to me, you know, and I had went to therapy for certain things and stuff like that. Like I felt like a different side of me needed to come out. And now, as you can tell, like I'm getting seen more, I'm getting heard more, I get helped more by other Latin artists, DJs. Um, I am trying to like I don't know, like find my lane, but not hop in somebody else's.
Well,
If that
see,
makes
I think that is really key because what I hear you pointing to is true authenticity. You
yes,
are finding you. So that's why, and you're being you. You're not trying to
right,
be anybody else,
no,
but just you. And that right there is enough. And you just keep learning about yourself.
yeah,
And
and
that's an
that's a
inspiration out there. You know what I'm saying?
and that's just even as like a regular person, not just an artist. Like
Yeah.
I don't try to
Yeah.
fit in. I'm not trying to fit in. Like if you do something that I don't do and you're trying to force me to do something that you're doing, then we're not cool like that on you know, part because that's not who I am no more or
Yeah.
who I am at all. And like so like I'm not trying to do that now. If I'm like hanging with you, do what you do and act a certain way. I get it. You are the company that you keep. It's not always true. If they see that you're behaving and that other person's not, then they can point out who is who and who is not, so
who's a who's arriving and who's not. Yeah.
exactly. So like, and that's just with music too. Like, who do you want to be? Let people know who you are, and that's what I wanted to call Arrival. Is what I wanted to call my next album, which is
Arrival.
Arrival.
Okay.
Mm.
But
Okay.
I was like, nah, because that sounds like it's going to be like a corridos or what was it, a corrido or a reggaeton type of album.
Mm.
It sounded more like it was going to be like a rap album if I said
Mhm,
Arrival.
mhm,
But it's more like that the title that I already picked out is called Ultima Llamada, which
Mm.
is
Okay.
last call,
Okay.
mhm,
and it's not just talking about like last call to someone, but it's also last call of who I was. I'm giving myself the last call. I'm going to be the last person that dials the number, answer that number, and then hanging it up. It's not going.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
switching. I'm switching the story. Like last time, I wrote the letter.
Mm.
This
mm,
time, I pick up the phone if when I want to pick up the phone. I hang up the phone when I want to hang up the phone. So that's ultima llamada. So
So what is, let me, I'm question real quick. What is new beginnings? Because that also sounds like new beginnings to me too.
new beginning is letting things go that either they're not meant,
Mm-hmm.
it's not never was like, returning, um just or just stop looking for something that is not there, that's not going to ever be there. Wait until that thing shows up, no matter what it is.
Looking for
So
something.
like I learned that, I should have learned that a long time ago, definitely with like, you know being raised by my mom and grandparents and not having a father. Like I should have let it go.
Mm.
So, and I'm not trying to shoot anything his direction at all. It's just that everything has to have a closing point at the end of the day.
Mm.
And I feel like this album will be the closing point to some things that I've been carrying around,
Mm.
and it's time to push it to the side. So,
Mm.
That's real.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. I'm glad I'm back. I came in the back. My internet. I told you it's gonna be a good show, y'all. And that's why I'm supposed to have a co-host. And
We've
y'all
been
kept
having a good
it going.
time. We kept it
Listen.
going. We
Yeah,
kept
and I
it
love
going.
it. I love it. I was listening on my phone while I had to reboot. But Henry, I love what you said about last call.
Yes.
It's just like uh New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. New
Or
beginnings. Yeah.
listen, or the last call at the bar.
Yes,
This
that
is the
too.
last time that you
Right.
can request something.
Exactly.
And so that's what I feel with your journey of healing and therapy. And I love, thank you for being
Mm.
transparent about therapy, especially for men, because it's necessary.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
uh-oh.
Oh, that was good. I
See,
was
listen,
hooked.
the hook. See, he's going to come back because
Yep.
this is good stuff. This is how I know it was going to be very good. And
I
we're
was
going to bring him back.
I
We might
kicked
have
it
to have an
off.
in studio.
I'm telling you, I kicked it
Okay,
off.
I'm
I was
back.
like,
I can't hear
yeah,
nobody now.
Okay. You can't hear nobody?
Can y'all hear me?
yes,
We can hear
Because I
you.
can't hear y'all at all now.
you
One
can.
momento. Let me see. Can you hear me? Can you
How
hear
about?
me?
Nope.
Hold on.
Hold up, real quick.
Oops. He's
He'll
gonna
pop
come back
back
on.
on.
But I
That's
love
it.
what he said about therapy. And for people in general,
Yeah.
therapy is still taboo, but not as taboo it was. But for men,
Mm,
it's a stigma.
it
And
is.
so to be
Can y'all
able
hear me?
to, yeah, can you hear
Yes.
us?
Okay, I got y'all now. I got it.
See this, Henry. This is look. I've been doing this for since 2008, and every time it's like for real tech problems. I know it's gonna be a good show, so we're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna have you back because you're getting into some good stuff. See, we talking about therapy. So
Yeah.
when you get into your
Oh,
music, you can't hear. Oh, see
Oh,
that
that's
ain't
good.
gonna let
No, I mean
that
this is
tech
good.
demon,
This is
but.
good because also you're talking about therapy.
Mhm. Yeah, and when you get when you are in on the therapy journey,
Mm,
there are some things going back to his new albums come out. This is the last call. It's like this is the last time. This is the last call I'm gonna make. This is
that's
the
right.
last time you're going to hear from me. Sometimes it just needs to be a season of last. Um,
Yes. And
and
that's what I
so
have. That's how I heard it. I heard
yeah.
it also as a season,
Hmm.
because a lot of the times when
okay.
we kick a,
Back
oh,
again.
hey,
Back
yeah.
again. New
We was
beginnings of this. New beginnings of this interview. Okay.
Absolutely. And we're going to have you back. But see, because what you're talking about, something so deep, is something that is really going to change the trajectory of people's lives. When you say, I went to therapy and I'm writing about this. And we was talking about your new album that's going to come out called The Last Call. And we was talking about how it's sometimes you got to have the finality of some things before you
Yeah.
go to your next level.
Exactly. Yeah, because you're just going to be held back if you don't let some things go. Some
Hmm.
things are worth waiting for, but that doesn't mean you have to stay in that same spot.
Up.
Right.
So like on my in my album, if y'all listen to Cates para ti, it's like I have a song called Overdose. Everybody
Mhm.
thought and his mental, is it mental health, mental health
Yeah.
just passed or something
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm gonna get into it if y'all want me to.
Go
Up to
ahead.
y'all. Okay,
We ready?
so overdose. One, I made the beat by my voice, so I beatboxed the whole entire thing. Sent
Wow.
it to a
Oh,
producer over in Africa, and he was like, "I know how to do bachata music. I know how to add this up." He put my voice in, like my vocals in the system, and just made it into its own instrumental. Like used my voice as a percussion and all that. So it was really nice.
mm.
Um, but so the song is called Overdose, and it was like, um. I got down, you didn't walk through my door. Even though right now I came back around, you left me sore. It's unbearable, the crap that you say. You wanted me to walk into your door when I was the one who needed you way, way more. Now I'm overdosing. Like, like things
Oh,
like that. Like it's like
Mm.
the whole entire song. And I also had a poem before that by
yeah.
this dude named Charlie. I played football with him. He's also a comedian slash theater kid. He's a theater
Mm-hmm.
kid. He did all the plays at Clarksville High School and
Mm.
Clarksville Middle School.
Okay.
Um, his name is Charlie Lawford.
Mm.
Um, and when he gave me his poems, I got three of them, which y'all gonna have to wait to see which one I'm gonna put on the last call. But
Okay.
he did that for me before that song. And it helped because it's like, even though somebody can be your house,
Mm.
sometimes you
Mm.
might get locked out, or that house might be taken over for the moment.
Mm.
Mm.
So it's like, and that's what that song is about. Like, we are all going through something, but I'm going through something, but you're still blaming me for things that I couldn't control at that moment, even though
Mm.
it might look like I could have. But
Mm.
that's why I went to therapy, to like get better for myself and for whatever else is in front of me and the
Yeah.
people around me, so I won't bring them down as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and when my mental took a toll,
Mm-hmm.
um like, I didn't know, like, things could things could actually, like, I could actually feel pain. Like,
Mm.
Mm.
sometimes I held
Mm.
everything in. Like, I never was the one who would like really cry over anything,
Yeah.
and like sometimes, um um was it things get, I think the word, I don't know how to say it in Spanish like fluently, but it's
Mm-hmm.
triste, which
Mm-hmm.
is sad.
Mm-hmm.
And like some things get like that, and and sometimes you try to hold it in, where when it's time to open up that lid, everything just pours out, and
Mm.
you either you don't want to be sad, so you get mad, and then that's what causes wrong directions to happen.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
because
and
you didn't want to. I heard you say so clear. You didn't know that you could feel pain. For
yeah,
one, society and families tell young men, little boys, get up. It don't hurt. Don't cry.
Right.
yeah,
Um, and what
Shake it
they're
off.
telling you is don't feel your pain.
right,
Because when you really feel pain, you're gonna cry, and it's
Hmm.
okay to
right.
cry.
And definitely when people let you know, like, they don't think that what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like what you're doing is not exactly what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
excuse me, they're like trying to tell you who you are, tell
Mm-hmm.
you what you're doing at this exact time. And then, and it's like, that takes a toll too, because it's like, am I the liar?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And then you start questioning yourself. Am I this? Am I that? And then, like, and that's the thing, like, definitely with the title track, Got This Para Ti, like, where it's
Mm.
like, um got this para ti. When I was in therapy, everything came back to you, so I was writing. De ser en mi corazón, and that instead of it is in me. Like, just things like, you're I was in there just writing everything out of my heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
there was a bookmark that I had, which is on the second part of that hook. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, then I was looking through your photos, then I realized, like, okay, now I know why I should have acted straight, right,
Yeah.
Mm.
whatever.
Mm.
And it's not, and this goes to anything, as in, like, just day to day stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
mental health is real.
Yep.
Men's mental health is real, and everybody needs to know like everybody matters, no matter how bad somebody did you. Sometimes it's okay to forgive because I had to learn that lesson because I something happened to me on New Year's last year,
Mm-hmm.
and like I didn't know anything that happened, but now I went ahead and forgave everything just
Yeah.
because I didn't want to carry that burden of being angry or thinking that somebody's a threat. Like, of course, everything you always have to, be on the watch for anything that's happening.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to feel like everybody is a threat.
Yeah.
That's
So,
right.
so
Well, you
that's when,
also you also be blocking your blessings when you walk through life with the
right,
shut eyes and shut heart. You know what
right,
I'm saying? And then
yeah,
like you didn't know you're missing out on an opportunity because everything's an opportunity. It's just how you
right,
look at it. You know what I mean?
yes. But, and that's the thing is like, um, with music, it's just because I do music 24/7. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I write. It might even be like a fun song that I'm just writing about, which
Mm-hmm.
I would I wanted to put it out, but I was like, I don't want to do that because I want to be more of an artist where it's like if I'm gonna put out a fun song, it's gonna be a single. It's not gonna be on
Mm-hmm.
the album, um, like that. But like I want it to be more poetic sometimes with it too. And
Yeah.
even though bachata
Mm.
is like romantico, sensual type of music, um and like but I still want to add some things that even everybody around the world can understand, that pain, that's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
sadness and stuff, like, and that's like again the new title of the album.
Yeah.
And it's like, when's the last, is this going to be the last call? Am I going to pick it up? Are you going to pick it up? Am I going to put the phone down first just to walk away, or are you going to go put the phone down first and walk away? Like, everything has to come to a self talk, I guess,
Yes.
with
Mm.
yourself, and
Yeah.
then everything else will come into play if you talk to yourself. And then also, like again, like I said, ask the people in the classrooms. Like, I believe in God, so like I will talk to Him, then talk to myself. It's like, did I
Yeah.
ask for the right stuff, or did I say the right things? Like, I be questioning myself. I don't question God, but I be questioning, like, did
Yeah.
I mean to say that during the prayer, or
Yeah.
but it's just like I I just try to be um something where for the people that can't speak. Definitely since I work at Rouk, like I told
Mm-hmm.
y'all, with people that are disabled who can't speak.
Yeah.
For those ones that can't speak but they went through something, and they can't really let you know, at least my music can let you know, like, this is might be how they actually feel inside.
Yes.
Mm.
So, and I'm not trying to say the whole album's like that. Like,
Yeah.
no, the whole album's not gonna gonna be on this main part of the of like the whole entire album, but I just wanted to still have something that everybody can listen to day to day. Like, I don't want to be a one hit wonder, a
Yeah.
two-song wonder. Like, like I want
Yeah.
something that people can listen to. Like, man, I feel sad or I feel happy, but I remember this song that made me happy or changed me in a certain way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like what I had to go through to be where I'm at now. And like, and I'm clearly,
Mm.
it is a blessing because again, like, I was never accepted into my Hispanic community because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't Hispanic enough. But
Mm-hmm.
now I notice, like, I do get invites for certain things. Like this Saturday, I'm gonna be going down to Lexington for that salsa dancing
Mm-hmm.
that this woman named Libby is hosting, and
Mm.
like, so like I'm getting booked, I'm getting seen, I'm getting heard, but there's still something inside of me that's like, am I doing the right thing? Am I saying
Mm-hmm.
the right things? Should I listen to everybody else and put out certain songs that you might not even know that I could put out or I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to put out? Like,
Right.
there's a lot of things that come with what I'm doing and who
Yeah.
I am. So
And it's just like it. So I heard you say really everything you said. You found your voice, and you want others to find theirs and have one. But the advice I would give you as an author, media host, I've been doing this in writing and building a business. You stay in your Henry lane. Like I tell people, I stay in my Tanya lane.
Right.
Yes, I can do a lot of things, but
Right.
where my heart and my passion lie is the lane I stay in. And I stay in it learning more about the lane, how to create another lane for
Mm,
Tanya,
mm,
Right.
and how to allow the right people on that lane. And so
mm,
as you develop, as you continue to find your voice, you will continue to do that. And it, yeah, you will still be like, okay, is this the right thing? I still have those moments, but you will have more confidence and assurance. Yep, this is where I'm supposed to be.
mm.
Right.
And I'm gonna keep being where I am, and I'm gonna be Henry. um
Right.
Nicole, you're from that. I heard you've given a lot of advice surrounding being your authentic, genuine self. So as
Yeah.
we wrap up, can you share with Henry some advice? And then Henry, you're gonna give us your contact information, and we're gonna wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, listen, being in the business, and living in New York, and doing musical theater for more than I think half my life, I think the biggest takeaways are, really honing in on those are for people who are for you, and then the people who are not. And you touched upon that. It's like learning a little bit more about yourself.
Mhm.
Right.
Um, and I always surround myself with smarter people, or as people as smart as me. And I
Mm-hmm.
tell you why, because people who know something go somewhere, but
Right.
also you can hear from them. I really do believe in surrounding yourself, because it makes you look good too in general, but you're learning. I've always surrounded myself with really smart people who
Right.
knew something. And I always asked questions.
Mhm.
Keep
That's
asking
what I. That's what I
questions.
definitely like. That's what I've been doing. I don't know if y'all heard of her, but she is best female Latin artist of this year.
Mm,
Joanne.
Mhm.
Uh, I asked her for a lot of advice. She has
Mhm.
gave me a lot of advice.
Mhm.
DJ Zavi. Who is one of the best Latin DJs of this year, and he's been in it for 16 years.
Yep.
nice.
Um, he gives me a lot of advice. He's actually the one who's been booking me for a lot of places. Like
Mhm.
he asked me to do a show like what 2 weeks ago. Like he's been helpful. DJ Seizure, I talk to him. He'll let me know certain things. Even the my friend Sarah Flurry,
Mhm.
whose birthday is this Saturday as well. And he's gonna be at Coconuts, by the way.
Okay.
But I she's a she does like stuff with like real estate and everything like that. Like I stay in contact with her because she helps me with like how I need to pronounce things or what I should do with a certain like word song. Or she'll just tell me like, hey, like they actually asked me to do be a part of an event as well. Her and Samantha Hernandez. Like they've actually like that group that I just said, like actually has been pushing me a lot in like the Hispanic
Mhm.
community
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
just as a Latino. They're letting me know like this is what you should do. This is how you should approach it. We can do this. If you're willing to do that, then we can do that. Like I've actually like noticed like with those people around me, I'm I'm not of course still fluent, but I'm picking up certain things that I did not know was even in the vocabulary.
Mhm.
I learned in Spanish class. So, but like but yeah, like I try to keep in touch with a lot of also other artists, like because
Yeah.
their fan base might become my fan
That's
base
right.
might become their fan base, and then
Right.
we just share the same love. Like this guy that I'm supposed to be doing a song with soon called Smooth.
Mhm.
Uh, he's a rap artist, but he's also a Afro Latino.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
Puerto Rican and he's also black, and like
Mhm.
he also is like, I feel like this lane is better for you. I feel like you
Mhm.
fit in with it. Like, not saying that your raps were bad or anything. It just feels like it comes out more natural and stuff like
Yes.
that. So, like, people that you know, critiques but not criticize in a
Sure.
bad way,
Yes.
Sure.
are the ones
Sure.
that I know that those are the ones that's going to help me further my career and
That's
not
your tribe.
bring it
That's
down.
what, that's what we call the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Surround yourself and find your tribe.
Right.
And then you have that voice that's always talking to you. That's
Mm-hmm.
when
Yeah.
you, as you said, self-talk it, because it's
Yeah.
always going to want to say something. And keep in conversation, in communication with who you are, what you aspire to be, your goals, and keep
Right.
sharing with other people what you want to do. Because
Yeah.
the best way to get out of the end of the head is out
Hmm.
there. So
Right.
share what you're doing
Right.
with
And get
people.
that. Yeah. And
That's
that's why
right.
I also on Facebook Messenger, I do
Yeah.
have a thing called a demo listening group
Okay.
chat. If y'all want to be a part of that, y'all
Yes.
can. I do
We're just
put
gonna roll over. Give the audience your social media and how we can connect with you.
Yes.
so Facebook is Henry Miles. Of course, the I is gonna have the accent above it.
Mhm.
I have an actual artist page and then also my regular Facebook page. TikTok is Henry underscore Miles 99. And then Instagram is at Henry at official underscore Henry underscore Miles. And
Underscore
that's
Mel.
also the same with YouTube. So
All right, YouTube, get that, Henry. We're gonna have you back because we're gonna dig deeper into therapy for men. I have segments and series called Manversations,
okay.
conversations for men, by men, about men,
Mm.
and I want and this one I have different men on to talk about that, and I really want to dig deeper into the
Hey, sounds
mental
good.
wellness part of it and how it is not. It's no longer a stigma, but it's still a stigma. you know.
Mm.
Right, right. It's
Mm.
oh,
So
they say it's okay when they
yeah,
still think it's not okay.
yes.
It's only okay when they want it to be okay. That's
Yes,
basically
you
how it
got
is.
it, Henry. You got it.
Yeah.
Listen, it was a pleasure. You're gonna be back. Thank you
Yes.
so much,
Thank
Nicole. You've
y'all.
been, you're wonderful. Y'all kept it going while tech was
I appreciate
teching.
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's the energy. It's the
Yes,
energy. And of course, I know my girl Latanya and her energy is fire. So I just
Yes.
keep it moving. I just keep it moving.
keep it moving.
It was definitely a great talk conversation.
Yes,
I
Yes.
appreciate y'all for having me.
Thank
yes.
you.
Henry, you're gonna be back because we haven't done our duo, and
Oh,
so we gotta
facts.
do our duets.
Hey,
Okay?
that sounds
And
good.
see, because the people are not ready for that right now.
No,
So when, when we
they're
do
not.
it, they're gonna be ready for it. Okay.
Hey, sounds great.
All right. Listen, Real Talk Live with Tanya White. Please stay connected with Henry. Connect with Nicole next week. Tune in. No, we got a special show Sunday with Zay Gratsley.
Mm.
Love me some country music. He's country music rising star who happens to be African American. So he's living my dream. Okay. So we're definitely gonna sing duets on that one because I'm ready. I'm ready for some Dolly and Patsy. So, until then, y'all continue to love, live, and laugh throughout this life. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.